Got a job. Yes.
Why don't you come and talk to us? This was back in November. How much do you have today?
Like 100,
100?
100 and some odd change, yeah.
You gotta come and talk to us when you don't have the money, okay? You pay $100 today. How long will it take you to get the rest?
Before the end of the month, I said.
Just say by April the 6th, okay? If you need more time, call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension, all right? Best of luck. People against on-hell police. I know which one, Mr. King. Oh.
Sunset. Oh, we don't know.
26W 841592. Your name, sir? How you doing today? All right, you're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna plead to impeding traffic?
Yeah.
That's 0 points, okay? It says no injuries, minor damage to that charge. Responsible or not responsible? To impeding traffic. No, do you plead responsible? Do you admit that you were impeding traffic? No? You don't? That's okay. I'll start again. So they charged you with improper lane use causing an accident. You know that, right?
Yeah, but.
Wait, slow down. Now they wrote this up where you're going to plead to impeding traffic, which is 0 points. It won't go on your record. You want to plead to that?
Yeah.
To that charge of impeding traffic? Do you plead responsible?
Well, they happened. I don't want those points.
All right, I'll accept the plea. 195 is your total. Okay, you can go down the hall and pay that, and you're all set. Best of luck.
All the way down.
Yes, you're into the hall. Thank you. I'm gonna need Beth on this.
Yes.
Yeah. People against Heather Timmons, Heather Marie Timmons, 4T6428578. Do I have an appearance from you, Mr. Zelnick?
You should, because they adjourned the previous hearing because I was out of the country.
Okay, Heather, can you tell me, just make sure that we do?
Judge, I do. It's up here on my desk.
Okay, good enough. Your appearance?
Member Zelnick for the defendant, and please give your name.
Heather Simmons.
All right, so I've called in probation. They'll be here momentarily. I have a show cause that she pled not guilty to, or I entered a not guilty plea to failure to refrain from violating a law.
This is case number 26CR43359, the state of Ohio versus Jacob Potter. Mr. Potter is before the court with his counsel, Mr. Aldridge. Ms. Nicholson on behalf of the state of Ohio. Ms. Nicholson.
Your Honor, it's my understanding the defendant will be entering a guilty plea to counts 1, 2, and 3. The state will be dismissing counts 4 and 5. There is no agreement on sentencing.
All right. Mr. Aldridge, is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Potter, they're telling me you're going to change your plea to guilty to some of the counts of the indictment. Before we get to your change of plea, I am required to go over some things with you. Okay, sir? How old are you?
35.
How far did you go in school?
Some college.
Are you able to read and write okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone promised you how the court would sentence you in this matter?
No, sir.
Has anyone threatened you in any way to get you to plead guilty against your will?
No.
Are you satisfied with the representation you received from Mr. Aldridge?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
Do you take medication that interferes with your ability to understand what's going on today?
No, sir.
I have in front of me a document. This document is called a change of plea. On the third page of this document, on the line marked defendant, there is a signature. Did you sign this?
Yes, sir.
Did you read this and go over it with your attorney before you signed it?
Yes, sir.
And you believe you understand what it says?
Yes, sir.
This document says you're running a plea of guilty to 3 charges. The first is a charge of robbery, a felony of the 2nd degree that carries a maximum minimum term penalty of 8 years in prison and a maximum fine of $15,000. The prison term on that charge is mandatory. The second charge is one of aggravated possession of drugs, a felony of the 5th degree that carries a maximum penalty of 12 months in prison and a maximum fine of $2,500. And the third count is one of theft, a felony of the 5th degree. That carries a maximum penalty of 12 months in prison and a maximum fine of $2,500. Do you understand the maximum penalties? I'm going to go over that in more detail in just a minute.
Yes, sir.
And do you also understand that you are pleading guilty to one offense that requires the court to impose what's called an indefinite sentence?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're also pleading guilty then to 2 F5s, each of them carrying 12 months in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand because of the offense that's the felony of the 2nd degree, the court must still impose an indefinite sentence. So you will receive both a minimum term sentence and a maximum term sentence on that offense. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The court will select a number for the minimum term sentence from the range of penalties, and in this case, that's between 2 and 8 years in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The court will also pick a definite term of imprisonment for the other offenses, each of those up to 12 months in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The court will also decide whether the penalty for these offenses, the prison sentences, will run concurrently with each other or consecutively to each other. Do you understand what those terms mean?
Yes, sir.
And if the court determines that a consecutive sentence is necessary, that will affect both the length of your minimum term sentence and the maximum term sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So the longest minimum term sentence that you could receive is 10 years. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And the longest maximum term sentence you could receive is 14 years.
Yes, sir.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And I arrive at that because if I select the highest minimum term sentence for the robbery charge, which is 8, as the minimum term, the maximum term sentence is automatically calculated to be that number plus 1/2 of that number. So I got 8 plus 4 is 12, and then you add the 12 months for the other 2. So that's where I'm getting the 10 to 14. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the longest maximum term sentence, as I've said, is 14 years in prison. You understand there is a rebuttable presumption of you being released after you serve the minimum term sentence, right?
Yes, sir.
The Ohio Department of Corrections may rebut that presumption through an administrative hearing process and thereby maintain your incarceration for reasonable periods of duration up to the maximum term of 14 years. And that would depend on whether the court selects the highest number and then whether they run consecutively to each other. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The criteria for the Department of Corrections to rebut the presumption and to maintain your incarceration after you serve the minimum term include the following. Number 1, during incarceration, you commit rule infractions that compromise a prison's security, compromise the safety of staff or inmates, you cause or threaten physical harm to staff or inmates, or you commit a violation of law that was not prosecuted, and any infractions or violations which demonstrate you have not been rehabilitated and or that your behavior demonstrates that you continue to pose a threat to society. Or number 2, regardless of the classified security level at the time of the hearing, you had been placed in extended restrictive housing within the year preceding the hearing date. Or number 3, at the time of the hearing, you are classified by the Department of Corrections as a security level 3, 4, 5 or higher. If the Department of Corrections rebuts the presumption, the Department of Corrections may maintain your incarceration in a state correctional institution under this sentence after the expiration of the minimum prison term for additional reasonable periods of incarceration to be determined by the Department of Corrections, not to exceed the maximum prison term. The Department of Corrections may maintain your incarceration more than one time up to the maximum term. And finally, the Department of Corrections shall release you at the expiration of the maximum term if you've not already been released prior to that time. you are not eligible to receive the 5 to 15% earned reduction of minimum prison term credit for exceptional conduct or adjustment to incarceration due to this being a mandatory prison sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're also subject to a mandatory period of post-release control, which means upon your release from prison, the adult parole authority will supervise you for up to 3 years, but not less than 18 months. If you violate those rules of supervision, the adult parole authority can return you to prison for up to 1/2 of this court's original minimum term sentence. If your violation is that you commit another felony, you can be returned to prison for 1 year or the period that you have left on PRC, whichever is longer. That time would run consecutive to any additional prison time that you get sentenced to. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You are presumed innocent of these charges. You cannot be sentenced or punished unless you plead guilty or you're found guilty following a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to trial by jury. If you want, we will impanel a jury of 12 people and require the prosecutor to present sufficient evidence to convince each of the jurors of your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, or the jury is required to find you not guilty. Their verdict must be unanimous. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
At that trial, you have a right to see and hear all the evidence the prosecutor has against you. With the help of your attorney, you have the right to confront and cross-examine each of the prosecutor's witnesses. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to call witnesses on your behalf and in your defense. If any of those witnesses are reluctant to come, the court can force them to come by way of subpoena. That's your right of compulsory process. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You also have the right to remain silent. At your trial, you cannot be forced to testify against yourself. The prosecutor is not permitted to call you as a witness. You can choose not to testify in your own defense. If you don't testify, that will not be used against you, and I will instruct the jury that they are not permitted to infer your guilt nor anything from your silence. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The burden of proof is on the prosecutor. At your trial, you're not required to call any witnesses nor present any defense, and if you do not, that will not be held against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The standard of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. That standard applies to each of the essential elements of each charge from the indictment. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, you could also waive your right to a jury trial, but maintain all the other rights we've discussed. You could try your case to the court. I, too, would have to be convinced of your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt or would be required to find you not guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe you understand each of these rights we've gone over?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that when you enter a plea of guilty, you'll be waiving all these rights? We will not have a trial.
Yes, sir.
This is how you want to proceed.
Yes.
Ms. Nicholson.
Your Honor, if this case would have proceeded to trial, the state would have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that on or about January 21st, 2026 in Deerfield Township, Warren County, Ohio, the defendant at the Deerfield Mire placed merchandise in excess of $1,000 into a cart, passed all points of sale, exited the interior store doors, was confronted in the vestibule by a Mire asset protection officer, at which point the defendant pepper sprayed the asset protection officer, exited the store, and fled from the location. Ultimately, upon being arrested and taken to the Warren County Jail, a baggie containing 0.68 grams of methamphetamine, a Schedule II substance, was found on his person during a search.
Mr. Aldridge, anything on those facts?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Potter, did you hear the statement that she read?
Yes.
Do you admit and acknowledge that what she said is true?
Yes.
And again, you understand all the rights you're giving up by entering a plea of guilty, the rights we discussed.
Yes.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
The court will make a finding that you've made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your constitutional rights, and the court will accept your plea of guilty. And based upon the statement of facts in your plea, the court will make a finding of guilty. Ms. Nicholson, anything before I sentence Mr. Potter?
I didn't know if we were going to do a pre-sentence investigation because there's no agreement, but nothing additional. I know that Mire recovered the majority of, if not all of their property back, and looking at the receipt, it looks like the majority of that would have been able to be resold. But I don't know today that answer as to restitution, but the amount of the property taken was $1,013.12.
No request for restitution.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Aldridge, anything?
Same, Your Honor. I believe all the property was recovered, so I don't believe that is an issue. Beyond that, regarding sentencing, Mr. Potter does tell me that he has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and PTSD. He's currently on medication for that. He does have a history of drug abuse that unfortunately I don't believe he's ever received proper treatment for. So we just would request the court take that into consideration.
Mr. Potter, is there anything you'd like to tell me?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Potter, the court has reviewed extensively your prior record. Although I don't have a pre-sentence investigation, I do have all of that information, and you do have a lot of history of thefts. You literally turned this barely felony of the 5th degree theft offense into a 2nd degree mandatory prison sentence by basically attacking the loss prevention person. You escalated this so far, it's almost ridiculous. But the court has considered the statements made here today, the purposes and principles of sentencing, the relevant seriousness and recidivism factors. I do note that the last time you were sent to prison, you were sent for a period of 24 months. So the court is going to order you to serve a prison sentence on count 1 of a minimum term sentence of 3 years, maximum term sentence of 4.5 years in prison. On count 2, 12 months in prison. And on count 3, 12 months in prison. Those to be served concurrent with count 1. So your prison sentence is 3 to 4.5 years. We have jail time credit.
He's been in since January 21st, so let me get you that.
I'll let you do that math. The court finds that you're indigent for the purpose of any fines, costs, or other financial sanctions. Now, you're also subject to that mandatory post-release control, which we spoke about a moment ago. Do you need me to go over that with you again?
No, sir.
As I told you before, you're not eligible for the good time credit because this is a mandatory prison sentence.
56 days, I believe.
56 days, that sound about right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, 56 days jail time credit. Mr. Potter, you do have a right to appeal the court's decision of your sentence to the 12th District Court of Appeals. If you want to appeal, you must file your notice of appeal within 30 days of today's date. If you can't afford to pay for the transcript or anything necessary for your appeal, that can all be provided to you at no cost. If you cannot afford an attorney, I will appoint one for you at no cost. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
No, sir.
All right, best of luck to you. Case number 25CR42881, the state of Ohio versus Rebecca Davis. Ms. Davis is before the court with her counsel, Mr. Brannon. Mr. Goodyear, on behalf of the state of Ohio, we're here for sentencing. Mr. Goodyear.
Your Honor, first let me clarify something that we discussed in chambers. I misspoke. What the victims want to see is her to get some type of mental health treatment through probation. I just misspoke about that. So that's what their main focus is on. Your Honor, the victims both are present. They do not wish to speak. I can tell the court they actually do not want a no contact order in this case. There is no request for any type of restitution. The plea that occurred was really twofold, I think, for the victims. Number one, they wanted acknowledgement of what happened to them a number of years ago when they were children with the defendant, but also recognizing that they didn't want to, they had no real desire to make this the worst possible scenario for her either. I think the victims, number one, they were okay with this plea. We discussed this on a number of occasions. They want to see, as I said, to see her get some type of mental health treatment through a term of probation. So we would ask for the court to impose a term probation during which she will be evaluated for potential mental health treatment. And hopefully she'll be able to move forward with her life and get some assistance.
Anything else from probation?
Nothing further. We'll discuss, Your Honor.
Mr. Brannon.
Your Honor, we discussed this matter extensively in chambers. Obviously, a compromise resolution here. But as far as any issues that Ms. Davis has, I just don't see any going forward. These are allegations that stem from years prior. She did serve 34 days in the county jail, but as far as I can tell, no issues with substance abuse, no issues with mental health. I think these are stemming from family relationships that have I would classify them as an extreme religious background with them. That she is made the decision to distance herself from at this point in her life.
Ms. Davis, is there anything you'd like to say before I sentence you?
No, sir.
Mr. Goodyear, just to clarify, there is a protection order that was issued by this court currently in effect. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Are they saying they do not want that any longer?
Well, the order as part of the case will, of course, terminate as of the sentencing, and then they are saying they do not wish to have a no contact order issued as a condition of probation.
They do not.
Do not.
All right, the court's considered the statements made here today, the purposes and principles of sentencing, the relevance, seriousness, and recidivism factors. The court has reviewed the pre-sentence investigation. The court is going to order you to serve on count 1, 90 days in the Warren County Jail, and on count 2, 180 days in the Warren County Jail, those to be served concurrent with each other. The court gives you credit for the 34 days you've already served. The balance of days will be suspended. You'll be placed on probation for a period of 2 years. At this point, Ms. Davis, other than the supervision, you're not permitted to use any drugs or alcohol or marijuana. Do you understand?
I do.
I'm not going to make any additional orders at this time, but Officer Henry, are you supervising, or does this go to? Okay. Officer Henry is, at this point in time, there does not appear to be any mental health or substance use disorder issues, although obviously if something happens and then while you're on supervision, the court can modify these orders to reflect any changes in your behavior or anything. Clear on that?
I understand.
So at this point in time, other than the suspended jail sentence, I'm not going to order anything else other than the supervision. And then we'll come back and visit this if something goes sideways. All right. You do have a right to appeal the court's decision of your sentence to the 12th District Court of Appeals. If you want to appeal, you must file your notice within 30 days of today's date. If you can't afford to pay for the transcript or anything necessary for your appeal, that can all be provided to you at no cost. If you cannot afford an attorney, I will appoint one for you at no cost. Anything else?
Judge, do you want to impose court costs?
Yes. I'm sorry. Thank you for that.
Yes. And is there any fine?
No fine, cost assessed.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Being convicted of drug paraphernalia possession through the 27th on December 10th. And then I have another one here that alleges she failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive for alcohol on March the 9th. And she indicated in a form, she admitted that she consumed alcohol or drank a pint of vodka on March 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So I have two show causes here, two different ones. So this one is dated March the 10th, and that is the use of alcohol. So she never showed up on the March the 3rd, it looks like, right?
But they adjourned that date.
Okay, well, let me just check something here.
And in the interim, we've got to replace the mental health board copy and why not. That's the intervening factor.
Heather, did
Yes,
Mr. Zelnick file his appearance before or after March 3rd?
I believe it was, let me look, Judge, because there was a little confusion on when I got it.
That's fine. If you,
It was, I believe, right around that date.
okay. So good enough. I don't know what happened, but she wasn't here March 3rd and I did issue a bench warrant, but maybe that crossed with your,
Judge, I have it right here. It was March 2nd we put it in.
okay, so no problem. So I've got two show causes to deal with. One is the show cause of January 20, for failure to refrain from violating the law, and the additional one is from the show cause of March the 10th, for failure to refrain from consuming alcohol. So how is she going to proceed on these?
Your Honor, she's going to enter a plea to both probation violations, and I have been in correspondence with your probation department to indicate that she's been accepted into the mental health court in Wyandotte in her sentence. It was April 8th. We asked the court to consider postponing sentence until she's admitted into the program, unless probation has a better idea today.
Ms. Wilds, your name?
Elizabeth Wasserich, Your Honor.
Do you want to plead guilty to these charges, ma'am?
Yes.
If you plead guilty to the charge of violating the law, being convicted of drug paraphernalia, that is a non-technical violation. You could have your probation revoked and you could get 93 days on that. If you plead on the no alcohol charge, then you could get, since you have one prior technical violation, you could get 10 days on that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You're presumed innocent. You have the right to a hearing. For the hearing, you have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights on the advice of rights that I just covered with you, and there will be no hearing. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Any questions before I ask you how you plead? All right. To the charge that you were convicted of possession of drug paraphernalia out of Wyandotte on December 10 of 25. How do you plead?
Yes.
Were you convicted of drug paraphernalia on December 10 of 25?
Yes.
And you were on probation to this court when that offense occurred, correct?
Yes.
And to the charge that you consumed alcohol and were positive for alcohol at DNA on March the 9th, how do you plead?
Yes.
Did you consume alcohol, say, within the 3 days preceding that?
3 days prior, you could see alcohol within 3 days prior to taking the test.
Close
to that?
It was close, yeah.
All right. Anybody force you to plead guilty?
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second here. There's all kinds of paperwork. All right. I'll accept your plea. You failed to refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive March the 9th. I'll accept your plea to possession of to violating a law, being convicted of possession of drug paraphernalia out of Wyandotte on December 10th of 25. All right. Give me a second here. All right. Anything that you would like to say?
Your Honor, I haven't heard what the current probation recommendation is, but I believe they welcome her admission into the treatment court, mental health court in 27th District Court. And if you're going to impose any more serious sanctions, we'd ask the court to pass on that date that you're intending for admission.
The only problem is here, we're coming to the end. I can't really send her to the mental health treatment court.
No, she's in there already. She's on the drug charge in Wyandotte. We got her admitted into the court.
No, I get it, but I'm not gonna.
Or assess penalties today, but I'd ask you not to look for incarceration, perhaps other punishment, because she's going in that program. She's done very well meeting with the group already, and I think this is clearly over her issues been over the years leading to this collapse. I mean, there's a serious mental health issue here.
No, I believe you, but the problem is I'm coming to the, well, I mean, I guess I've got until I sentenced her on November 7th, so I have until November 7th of this year but I'm not excited about her violations. What did she do and not do, Ms. Wiles?
Yes, the violations that you see are the outstanding, issues. Ms. Timmons was actually fairly compliant on probation. We did have a violation prior for alcohol consumption. After that, she did really well. She's engaged in treatment at the guidance center. Outside of this testing and this conviction, she was, sober on her testing. The admit form from March 9th, my concern is what she admitted to was drinking on the 5th of March, the 6th of March, the 7th of March, and the 8th of March, a pint of
Each day.
alcohol each day.
Right.
So I'm very concerned, and obviously mental health court is a great positive thing, but I was gonna bring up, we are limited if anything would run concurrent over there or at the same time. Ms. Timmons does show for her appointments, she communicates well with me. But I think she has a severe alcohol problem that again, may be co-occurring with
What
mental.
about relapse prevention? What about something like that?
She's engaged in actual treatment right now at the guidance center.
Okay.
Yeah, with Alex.
How often is she testing right now?
At this point, we had her on, weekly, Your Honor, I think from her last violation, and I think I bumped her down. I want to make sure that we have her on, I think, monthly at this point in time.
Have her what?
On monthly at this point in time. She complied, we reduced her, she was weekly down to twice monthly and then down to monthly at this point.
How often is she testing in,
All 30 tests on my.
my dots?
They haven't told me yet. I would assume it would be after my sentencing.
Is she on a sober link or anything?
No, Your Honor. Judge, clearly monthly doesn't work when
Right, I know.
slam a pint down.
Oh.
You're being upfront, you admitted it, and there's no correlating to what happened, I suggest you say nothing else. Because you can't, no matter what the pain is of the rest of your life, you can't bring to assuage the pain.
Where does she work at?
Sure.
Where do you work?
I'm unemployed. I'm on SSI.
So. This troubles me. What kind of drug paraphernalia was it?
It was
Well, she,
I roll it at last. Without prescription.
no, I have to.
Why, you didn't have it prescribed to, it was not in a box. It's a minor case, I believe they're taking it under the public health code, Your Honor. But irrespective of that, she pled guilty before I represented her. And all the pieces together.
all right, here's what we're doing. I'm gonna go light on the cost. I'm gonna charge you $25, which are to test bi-weekly going forward. You're to serve 1 day on the court work program, and you're to pay $35 for that. You're to serve 8 hours of community service by April the 30th. You're to be on a sober link by the end of the day for 60 days. You're gonna have to pay for it. You listen to me very carefully. I just assessed costs that were very, very, very nominal because I understand, but either that or I'm gonna have to send you to jail today. You don't want that, right? SolarLink for 60 days by end of day, 8 hours community service by April 30. Continue your treatment at the guidance center. Test bi-weekly, serve 1 day on the court work program, and pay $35 for that. Did I miss anything?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right.
Tim, just understand the price of silver links could end up being a lot cheaper than time.
I gotta make sure, one thing, Ms. Wilds, when is her probation supposed to be up? I gave her 18 months.
7/26 is what I have for 18 months from the November date of 24 with sentence.
I'll let it go at that, but any more violations, you have a big problem with me. I don't care when you pay the $25, you can set that up with her, okay? Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Ma'am, no more of this, please. No more, please. Thank you. Thank you. Janet Ramos. 2-684-1607. All right, so I'm gonna try to move everybody out of here pretty quickly. So when I call your name, I'm gonna ask you to come up to the podium and state your name. What is your name, ma'am?
Jen.
All right, you're going to plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible? Please accepted. 150 is your total. Cashier enter the hall to your right, okay? Have a good day. Now, listen, everybody. I'm gonna call one person up to the podium, and then I'm gonna have some of you sit at the table here. Corey Allen Grimes Jr. up to the podium, 26B150050. I'd like Deborah Roberts and Lane Heener and Amelia Moore seated at these tables, my right, your left. Come on up to the podium, Mr. Grimes, your name?
Corey Grimes.
All right, you're going to plead to impeding traffic, true?
Responsible, yeah.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Please accepted. 160 is your total. You have an entry on here. You can go down the hall and take care of that. You're all set. Good luck. Deborah Sue Roberts, 26B150421. Your name, ma'am?
Deborah Sue Roberts.
All right, so you're gonna plead distracted driving, true?
Correct.
Responsible or not responsible to this?
Sir. Yeah.
Please accepted.
Set to go?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You said you needed a payment plan.
Oh, yes.
How much do you have today?
I have nothing today.
Oh, are you working?
No, I have not. I'm currently on disability
When can you pay this?
on the 3rd.
Okay, all of it?
Half of it. And then the other half on the next 3rd.
75 due by April 3rd. Balance by May the 3rd, okay?
Yes.
If you need more time, call the court, we'll go on Zoom, I'll give you an extension, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, good luck. Lane Matthew Hayner, 26B150075. Your name?
Lane Hader.
All right, you're gonna plead to impeding. Caused an accident, right?
Yes.
To that charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
There's no injuries, minor damage. You got one other entry on here. Your total's 205. You can go down the hall and take care of that. Please be careful, okay?
Will do.
Amelia Moore,
Yes.
26W841391. All right, so you're going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Plea is accepted. Just check here. All right, you gotta be careful. Your insurance company's gonna love you. Huh? Slow. Fines and costs are 155. When can you pay this?
Can I have 60 days, can I pay half April 10th and then the other half the next week?
Pay 75 by April the 10th, balance by May the 10th. If you need more time, call the court. We'll give you I'll give you an extension. We'll go on Zoom together, okay?
Thank you.
Best of luck. Carolina Michael Raybon.
Morning, Judge.
Here's 25M603341. Good morning.
Morning, Ben Taylor, P73261, appearing on behalf of and in place of the defendant.
Okay. So I see what happened. This is the one they brought to me yesterday, right?
That's correct.
Default judgment set aside. Effective right now, Heather. And then, you're gonna plead the limited access, right? 5 over?
Yes.
And you're authorized to enter that plea on behalf of the client? All right, to that charge, 5 over, limited access, 75 and 70, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
What's her record like?
Pretty good. She's commuting to University of Toledo Law School, so she's got
Going to law school?
yeah. She's there now. That's why I'm here. So I already went.
You went to Toledo?
No, but law school. I guess I put on my necktie. Go in her.
All right. Good. Well, let's see here. I'll make it 165. And then we'll refund the balance, okay? So Heather, we're gonna keep 165 for fines. And then you can refund the balance to Ms. Raybon. She posted 225 because it was a default. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day. Thank you. Tell her to study hard. Randy Moore, Jr. Randy Franklin Moore, Jr., 2-688-41532.
He's on Zoom,
I'm
Judge.
sorry, Amelia Moore.
We did that.
Somebody wrote Randy Moore.
We did that.
We did Amelia Moore.
We have a Randy Moore.
All right, both of these in the same file. Did I do that? All right. John,
Yes, sir.
do you have a Amelia Moore over there? I don't know why they both ended up in this file.
It's Randy Moore.
That's the
Randy
problem.
Moore, and Randy Moore should have 2 files, Judge, a department rep, and I brought down a warrant that had a balance on it.
What is going on? I got Randy Moore files. I got Amelia Moore register.
That's all I got there.
I got another. What is Amelia Moore? I don't know. Did we do Amelia Moore?
We did, Judge. You just did her for impeding.
Yeah, I don't know why I have her register in this other file. You got to find that one, John. Okay, Randy Franklin Moore Jr. What is going on here? I have no idea what's going on. I had Amelia Moore in front of me.
Yeah, I just,
Give me that.
is that a flat case?
Well, somebody put something in the wrong file, one of these
Is
guys.
that flat?
This is Woodhaven.
Let me call over in here because I don't have anything.
Hang on. So I gotta redo this. Hang on. So I just want to be sure on this, Heather. Amelia Moore pled to impeding on file 26W84131. I gave her, she's to pay 75 by April 10th and the balance by May the 10th. Is that true?
That's correct, Judge.
I got another Randy Moore file here. They put him in the wrong register, one of the officers, I think. So this is the speed charge. And this is going to be a plea to impeding. All right, Randy Moore Jr., 2-688-41532. Your name?
Randy Moore.
Hang on. This is crazy. All right, you're going to plead to impeding, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible?
I'll accept the plea, but you got a warrant. Why haven't you taken care of this other case?
I didn't even know that it was there, sir.
Been here
I thought
since
that fine had
2020.
been paid completely.
I'm sorry?
I thought that fine had already been paid completely.
It wasn't. We would have sent you multiple notices. Where are you at now?
I'm the same place. I live in Ohio. Lorain, Ohio. I've never received anything from anyone up there.
We don't keep secrets over here. We would have sent you notices, okay? Multiple notices you would receive back 22. On this one, I'm charging you $160. On the other one, And I'm gonna expect you to pay that today, as well as the one that you have a warrant out on. Do I have that file, John?
Should be in there.
What the hell is going on? You owe 182 on this other case. It's in front of Judge Hudson. It's from 2021, 21W828-719. So you're gonna pay this too, right?
Yes, sir, I can. I would have to break it up into payments though, because I don't have that much right now because I'm not driving anymore. I'm doing a dispatcher and it was a little pay cut. I can get most of it probably taken care of on Thursday when I get paid.
I don't like this. Can you pay the 182 on the 21 case by Thursday?
Yes, sir, I can do that.
You pay that in full or else we're gonna show cause you. You pay
Yes,
it in
sir.
full. Pay it in full by March the 19th. The other one I can give you time on.
Thank you.
So on the other one, I'll give you how long do you need?
Probably until maybe the second week of next month.
I'll just make it April the 13th. If you need more time on that, you call the court, we'll go on Zoom, I'll give you an extension, but don't ignore us again, okay?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
You understand everything?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck, thanks.
Thank you.
Alan Robertson. 26T647824. Your name, sir? All right. 1 second here. All right, you're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yes, sir.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm gonna accept that plea. I'm going to dismiss the speeding. And you got a good record. 150 is your total, okay? Have a good day. Thank you. Right down to the cashier, Aubrey Brown, 26T647838. Good morning. Your name? You're gonna do impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to that? So what are you, still in high school or?
Yeah.
Where at? Okay, what are we doing next year?
Going.
Sure, good for you, good luck. I'll accept your plea, 150, cash you under the hall, good luck, thank you. John Sharks. 26T647837. Your name? You aren't informal?
Please.
He's offering you impeding.
Got a great driving record.
If everybody, listen, I'm just telling you, they're not gonna change it to a warning. And I can't change it to a warning. If you want to come and have a hearing, I have no problem with that. But if you're convicted of just going 5 over, you're gonna end up with a point on your record. Okay. All right, good enough. We'll set an informal hearing as to Sergeant Meats,
We could do March 31st at 9:30.
March 31st at 9:30. You go down. Pardon?
That'll be fine.
You go down the hall and they'll give you a notice, okay? We'll see you back here. Thank you. Olivia Rose Jeanette Fussell. 26T647823. Good morning. Your name? All right, so you're gonna plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to this? All right, I'll accept your plea. Fines cost 150. You can go down the hall and take care of that. Good luck. Thank you. All right, Griner, Brian Shane Griner. 25B1496788A. B. 25B1497138. B. And C. Your name?
Brian, Griner.
You have 3 show causes here on civil infractions. You also have a driving on a suspended charge from November of 25. You also have a leave the scene of a property damage accident, same date, November 15 of 25. When you were issued those citations, you were issued 3 other civil infractions. Expired plate, no proof of insurance, and driving left to center. You're in default on all of those. You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to arraign you and give you a lawyer if you would like one. Would you like one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where you been?
I've been sick, I had abscess and I got a broken back and I just been dealing with that. Work's been slow.
Judge, did he not meet, his file should have gone to the MIDC attorney already. Did he not meet with him?
Did you meet with a lawyer yet?
Yes.
Who'd you meet with? What do you look like?
It was chunky.
Well, let's get Mr. Shemke in here. Have a seat right back there. I didn't know you'd seen him yet. Eric Williams, 2688-41670. Good morning, sir. Your name?
What?
You're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, commercial vehicle, responsible or not responsible to that? All right. 180 is your total. You're all set. Have a good day. I'm dismissing the speeding. Can't be in another courtroom, is he?
I just sent a text, so I'm gonna send.
Anthony Panuto. 260-647-854. Your name?
Anthony Schmidt?
All right, you're going to plead to impeding traffic, true?
Yes, sir.
Responsible or not responsible to that?
Responsible.
I'll accept the plea. 160 is your total. You can go right down the end of the hall. Have a great day. Why don't you go get your lawyer, Mr. Briner? Tell him I'm ready. Carlos Calderon. 260-647-702. Good morning. Your name?
Spelled
Probably should. All right. Here this docket says pretrial scheduling conference, but we need to do an arraignment, right?
Yes.
All right. So Mr. Montesano is charged with 1 count of aggravated possession of drugs, 5th-degree felony, punishable by up to 12 months in prison and a $2,500 fine. Mr. Moss?
Not guilty.
All right. I assume he's received a copy of the indictment, right?
He's seen it. I only have it electronic.
All right. Can we print one out for him, Ms. Scirocco? We waive reading of
Yes, Your Honor.
it, waive service,
Yes.
any defects associated with service.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're going to go ahead and enter a not guilty plea for Mr. Montesano. Are we doing an ILC request?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do, Mr. Montesano, is Mr. Moss is going to file a request for intervention in lieu of conviction. Are we also doing Veterans Court referral?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll get all of that process working, and we'll see everybody back here in about 6 to 8 weeks. Mr. Harris?
This as an OR.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to grant you an OR bond. That's an agreement, Mr. Montesano, between you and I that you're going to come to court when I tell you to. Honestly, I didn't expect you here today, so a little surprised by that, but it makes things a lot easier. Are you still at the Dom or not?
Currently, yes.
Okay. How long are you going to be there if you know?
Well, the substance abuse program is for another week and a half, and then I'm going to the Dom. They accepted me, so the Dom's, it's to be determined because I'm basically homeless right now. So they have a good program for getting you back on your feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not the guy that runs the Veterans Court here. That's another judge. If you want to go into that program, seems like a decent way to resolve this. But Mr. Moss is going to talk to you about the application process. It's pretty involved, but it seems like the decent way to resolve this. So I am going to accept your plea of not guilty. We're going to set this for a hearing on the ILC and maybe the Veterans Court paperwork, and we'll see everybody back here then. Anything else for today?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Thank you.
All right. That's all.
And then I just need you to sign this. The exit is, Mr. Moss is going first.
You're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right? Responsible or not responsible to that? You got no entries, 150 is your total, you're all set. Speed's dismissed, you too. Stephanie Nicole Elliott. 26F245760. I don't know what this means. Your name?
What was that?
Your name?
Stephanie Nicole.
I don't know what this means. Provided proof of registration renewal.
Was driving on the expired tank.
Yeah, I get it. So what is he gonna do with this? Whose is this? Flat Rock? I need to know what they're gonna do with that.
I don't even know what that is.
They didn't write it down. Have a seat right at the table there, okay? Right behind you. I'm gonna need Flat Rock's department rep to tell me if there's a plea or what he's doing with that.
Okay.
Brian Shane Griner, 25B149713 A, B, and C, and also I have 25B149678 A and B.
Good morning, Chip. My client stands by me a lot.
Your name, sir?
Right.
All right, so what is he doing on the misdemeanors? Drive off, suspend, and leave the scene.
We wait for more reading my client's stands meeting.
All right, I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea for those. Where's he been?
Your Honor, he's apologized for not coming in earlier. He has severe back pain. He had a severe back injury. I believe he broke his back, and he was debilitated at the time. He also was experiencing severe illness, but he did indicate that he walked it. He did not drive here, Judge. His stepfather drove him. He's got a strong family support system living in Monroe, and when he can, he does independent contracting work. He's apologetic for not taking care of this earlier.
Why didn't you at least call the court? We could have done this on Zoom.
I just found out about this bunch more yesterday. That's why I'm here today.
I know, but you got the tickets back in November, right?
The accident happened in November. I didn't get the tickets until about a month later.
Yeah, so you know, well,
Says have money to pay them. I just.
all right, I'm gonna give you a personal bond, $500. You cannot leave the state without consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in the court as directed. I'm entering a not guilty plea. I'm entering a plea of denial on the, I'm sorry, I'm entering pleas of not guilty on all of these. We'll adjourn the show cause hearings, Heather, to the date that I set the pretrial on. Can you afford your own lawyer?
No, Your Honor.
So if you want a court-appointed lawyer going forward, you're gonna have to fill out a petition for one, okay? All right, Heather, why don't you give me the dates? Oh, you got it out here, don't you?
Yes, there
sorry.
should be a sheet.
My fault. March the 25th at 10:30, okay? March the 25th at 10:30. So he'll hand you a petition for a court-appointed lawyer. You fill it out. Remind John when he comes back, if you would, Heather. I'm sorry, Sadie. And John, he needs a court appointed. Then once you fill that out, hand it back to him, go down the hall, get your notice, and we'll see you back here on that date. Do you have any questions? Okay. Good luck.
This good here?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. So don't go anywhere until you fill out that petition, okay? I'm not writing on all these other, maybe I'll,
It's all right, Judge. I'm putting all the dates in right now.
thanks. Do I have Logan Scott Davis here? Did you meet with a lawyer yet? Come on up here. Logan Scott Davis, 25W839-209A. Your name?
Logan Scott Davis.
You're charged with violations of probation. No, I just wondered if he's gonna dismiss or is she gonna plead? Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
There should be two of them.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Davis, you're charged with 3 violations of probation. I'm gonna rein you. Actually, you have 4. I'm gonna go ahead and arraign you on these charges. I placed you on probation, it looks like. Boy, you're not taking me very seriously, are you?
I was having a vehicle,
You charge with failure to pay fines and costs, balance owing $1,075. That's count 1. You understand the charge? Count 2, you fail to provide proof of completing 24 hours of community service. You understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Count 3, you fail to provide proof of attending 12-step meetings weekly. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Count 4, you failed to provide proof of attending and completing outpatient treatment. You understand the charge?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty, that would be 4 technical violations. Your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty by a preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to a hearing. At a hearing, you can question witnesses, bring in your own. Use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. By pleading guilty, you're going to be giving up all those rights, and we are not going to have a hearing of any kind. You understand that? All right, so you have the right to a lawyer. Be happy to provide you with one to pay a public expense if you cannot afford one. Would you like a lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? Matter or not guilty, plead for you on these. So we will set you up, you will talk with the lawyer, and then you'll come back in front of me, okay? You need a lawyer there, John. Pardon? So you go right out in the hallway and they'll set you up. Stephanie Nicole Elliott, 2645760. All right, I see what he was doing. Your name?
Yep.
Nice and loud for me. You're gonna plead the expired plate, right?
Yeah.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible? When did you get your proof of registration?
That following Monday, it was Friday, I got it.
Okay. So you were expired, man. All right, I can cut it down for you, $85, okay? You weren't that far out of date. You can go down the hall and take care of that and you're all set. Best of luck. Melvin McGee Jr., 26WH41451. Could I have seated up here at the tables, please? Melanie Meyer, Hadley Sanders, and Tiffany Stannis. Your name, sir?
No.
You're going to plead to impeding, right?
Correct.
I can't in good conscience take this. There's no way. I'm sorry. You can either plead as charged or you can go to hearing. You got 6 violations on your record here. So you can either plead as charged or you can set an informal, whatever you'd like.
Okay, points on the license plate or no?
I'm sorry?
Are the points for the statement?
1. To the charge 15 or 45, you plead responsible or not responsible. I'm sorry, I just can't do this. 135 is your total. You're all set right down the end of the hall. Good luck.
I get paid once a month. I get paid, my next pay is on April 3rd, that first Friday.
I'll give it till April 6th, okay? We're actually closed on the 3rd, or at least, yeah. Gotta slow down. Okay? I don't know how they sent this in to me. They know I wouldn't take that.
No, it's a recall on the vehicle. I have a letter from GM because my dash literally goes out, so I gotta take it in to get that correction. I have a letter with me, but I just mailed it out in January.
Sorry. There's nothing I'm gonna do on that. There's just, you can't keep driving, speeding like that. I'm sorry. Good luck.
Right.
Melanie Meyer, 262-647-811. Your name?
Lonely Mike.
All right, you're gonna plead to impeding? Responsible or not responsible to that? All right. You got 1 entry on the accept your plea, 160 is your total. Cash you into the hall, you're right. You're all set. Have a nice day. How, Hadley Sanders, 260-647-863. Good morning, your name? All right, you're gonna plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to that? Okay? I'll accept your plea, 150, cash your end of the hall to your right. Have a good day. Tiffany Stanis, 260-647-821, your name?
Hey, Spanish.
All right, you're gonna plead to impeding, right? Responsible or not responsible to it? All right, I'll accept your plea, 160 is your total. End of the hall, cashier to your right. Good luck.
Thank you.
You to London Stark, 260-6477. All right, your name?
Landon Stark.
All right, so you're gonna plead to impeding?
Yes.
You're still in high school or are you out?
I graduated last year.
What are you doing?
I'm working in English school.
Here.
I work at Watson Engineering.
Okay.
Most of school craft.
What are you studying?
I'm welding.
Good. Good job. All right. To the charge impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right, you're all set. Cash you into the hall to your right, okay? 160. Thank you. Have a good day. Robin Beeman, 260-647-684. Okay. I have 684A and B. Your name?
Robin.
Give me 1 second. Okay, you gotta be careful now, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You have insurance?
Yes, I do.
Did you have it then?
No, I didn't.
You gotta be careful with that, okay?
Yes, I just got the card.
All right. Okay, to the charge impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'll accept that plea, dismiss the disobey traffic signal, dismiss the no proof of insurance. 170 is your total. You're all set. Cash, you're in the hall to your right. Best of luck. You're welcome. All right. Doris Jean Oaks Gambos, 260-150403. I'm sorry, ma'am, you're gonna have to have a seat right there. Yeah, right at the table there. John, this needs over to Brownstown. They need to mark injuries, no injuries, whatever. Amber Welsh. Come on up here. Okay, it's Amber Rose Welch, 260-150-152. Take your time. Morning, officer.
Good morning, John.
Do you want to sit down, ma'am?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I got that.
Your name?
Amber Wells.
You're gonna plead as charged to failure to stop assured clear distance, right?
Yeah,
That's 2 points. To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
It says crash with injuries.
Yeah.
All right, $200. I'll accept the plea. You can go down the hall and take care of that.
I have payment plan if possible.
Yeah, well, how much can you pay anything today?
I have $40 with me.
Okay. You pay 40 now. And then when can you pay the rest?
I can probably have the rest paid by me.
How often do you get, what kind of income do you have?
I get paid once a week. I work at BJ's Jailer. I just, I'm paying for Ubers to get to work, and I'm also paying a car payment.
Can you pay $40 per week starting April 6th?
Yeah. That's fine.
And if you don't have the money, you call the court. I'll be glad to give you an extension. Just don't ignore us. April 6th, 40 now, 40 a week starting April 6th. Okay? Again, if you don't have the money, no problem. I'll be glad to give you all the extensions you need, okay? Good luck. People against Dalton Dennis Stephen White. 26B150092. Did you need something?
I just needed to check in for 10 o'clock informal, sir.
Okay. Okay, what case is that?
Good question. I just was notified 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
I was never given a subpoena. I just want to make sure they knew I was here. I was in the hallway.
Okay, good enough.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But you're not gonna leave. Tell me who
I don't know who the.
Heather, who's the 10 o'clock informal?
10 o'clock informal, let's take a look here. The officer on it, I have a couple. I have one for Quentin Miller with Officer Rustick, and then I have Jaden Toma with Officer Neese.
I'm Goldsmith from Flat Rock.
Yeah, 10:15, so.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock, it's 10:15.
10:15 is Officer Goldsmith for Deborah Boyd.
Okay,
That's nice.
no problem. Dalton, Dennis, Stephen, White, just come on back in at 10:15, okay? Your name?
Oh, that's Stephen Willis.
You're gonna plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
Crash, no injuries. To that charge, responsible or not responsible? Okay. 195 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right, and you're all set, okay?
Thank you.
Good luck. Be careful, please. All right. Here do I have here? Terrence Eugene Davis. 26F245752. Good morning. Your name?
Good morning. Terrence Davis.
You're going to plead as charged, correct?
Yes.
To that charge of expired plate, responsible or not responsible? Yeah, proof of registration now.
Yes.
How long was it? Hang on. Jeez. How long was it expired? Since September 13th.
Yes.
And you can't do a lot. I'll make it 105, okay?
Yes, sir.
Got to be careful with that. Good luck. Have a good day. Thank you.
Judge, can I interrupt? We have an iPhone out there, and they are not answering my chat, and I cannot get a name off them.
I'm gonna tell her what I.
No, Toller is in the waiting room. Is he on the iPhone too?
Yeah, that's Ken.
I don't know what Detective Paniac's here around. Do you?
He's not in custody.
It's okay.
Do we have the lawyer ready?
I haven't had a chance to call yet, so.
Well, these guys, what are they doing? Are they meeting with other people? If they are, great. If they're not, they should be in here. Miriam Mahmood Chowdhury. 26F245737. Your name?
Miriam Fogger.
You want an informal, ma'am?
No, I just decided that I'm just gonna take.
It's 0 points. It's not even gonna go on your record. To the charge impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible? All right, I'll accept the plea. 55, you can go down the hall and take care of that. You're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who is it?
Chuck, he's in with Judge Hudson. He's coming over.
Jerry Thomas Reyes.
Himself to other inmates while in the day room. He has used ethnic slurs towards inmates, which is one of his charges that he pled guilty to was ethnic intimidation. He has used ethnic slurs in the jail. He has spit on corrections officers in the jail. He has threatened to fight corrections officers while in the jail. He has stolen property from other inmates while in the jail. He flooded his cell in the jail. And so based on his behavior in the jail, we don't see that will improve upon his release. And it has been his history that when confronted he lashes out. And so we do not believe that he is appropriate or amenable to community control. We believe a community control sentence would demean the seriousness of the facts in this case. We also do not believe any of these offenses merge, and he is therefore eligible for consecutive sentencing. The jail time credit, he has 411 days of jail time credit total. 40 of those days are exclusive to the 24 case. The state's position would be that we would ask the court to find that he has served 12 months on the 24 case and be done with the 24 case and apply the remaining jail time credit to the 2025 case, and then impose a prison sentence of at least 5 years. There are 2 making terroristic threat charges that he pled to, which are of different victims, do not merge. Those are both F3s, eligible for up to 36 months. Then there are 2 harassment with a bodily substance charges, again, different victims, each for 12 months. So we would ask the court to impose a prison sentence of at least 5 years and apply the remaining jail time credit after taking out 365 days to the 25 case, and consider the 24 case served and closed.
Okay. So it has 411 total, correct?
Yes, that's correct. And I know there's a breakdown in the PSI, but there are 40 days that were exclusive to the 24 case before he absconded. And then once he was picked back up, they then began allocating the rest of that time to the 25 case, is how pretrial broke it down.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Moss, anything on behalf of Mr. McIntosh?
Yes, Your Honor. I know that the probation was heavily involved in this case and did a lot of work on a plan involving community corrections and that case, and some of those issues were already discussed with the court. We would ask the court to strongly consider those and remember with keeping in mind that he's in custody while a plan gets put together. This person has a schizophrenia. He was found incompetent at one point. So his mental health issues are very, very serious. And that I think the prosecution's recommendation is punitive in view of the fact that there may be a way to deal with this. The argument is, well, he's in jail and look what he's done. We don't know exactly what he's getting in jail, what kind of treatment he's getting. So I think that doesn't address the issue that this person is worth examining to see if there's any way, even in 5 years, he's going to get out. And if you look at his offense, the key points of sentencing from your perspective, I would think, are danger to the community, protecting the community. He made threats, and he has, with authority figures, harassed with bodily fluids. And that is a danger to the community, but the court sees much more serious violent offenses occur on a regular basis than what this man has done. So I think if you put it into perspective, it's offensive and it's shocking to think about, but the actual danger is not there compared to someone who stabbed somebody, shot somebody, beaten a family member half to death. Those warrant the 5-year sentence that the prosecution is arguing for. The other would be a deterrent effect on this man, that the priority is on this man, and a deterrent effect on people in general. When you've got schizophrenia and these mental health issues, there is not much deterrent effect if you're not getting help. So if what probation is asking for is he remain in custody, which protects the community, and then getting agency involved that has more mental health resources than Talbot House. And I've discussed that with my client. Of course, that sounds better than going to prison, where honestly, these same issues are likely to get worse and worse and worse. And then when he gets out, what's going to happen? But as we were talking with probation right before the court came out, the parole authority is even less in a position to really deal with someone who's got his problems. So I would ask the court to consider the recommendation of the probation office. He's staying in custody, and there's got to be a way to, in my opinion, to treat schizophrenia. Unfortunately, I don't have that background, but I don't think that's really been done in this case yet. I looked into it when he was first locked up again, and these agencies aren't used to dealing with defense lawyers, or at least with me. I didn't get very far. But when you pled guilty, I think the charter or the order from the court was to investigate housing options. And now we may have some. It'll take additional time. And as we're all kind of talking back and forth, prison is still an option if he's on probation. The court still has that option. So I'd ask the court to sentence him to community control as recommended, not to be released, but pending a referral to a proper housing situation with the intense treatment that he needs.
All right, thank you. Mr. McIntosh, is there anything you'd like to say, sir?
Well, I apologize for everything I did, and the reason why I got arrested. I apologize for it. I learned my lesson. I will never do it again. I would like to get out if I could, but I don't want to go to prison. I'd rather die than go to prison. That's a bad place. I've never been there, and I don't want to experience it. And I don't want to be out. If I get out, I'll never get the police calling me. I'll never do nothing to go to jail. And I'm going to live my life and try to do the right thing from there on out.
Okay, thank you. All right. I've taken several things into consideration. First of all, the probation officer's analysis, detailed analysis, well thought out, taken into consideration the pre-sentence investigation, taken into consideration the prosecutor's statements, which are very valid, taken into consideration defense counsel's analysis, which is again, very, very valid and on point and recognizes the issues. I've taken into consideration Mr. McIntosh's position on this case. Just a couple of responses. The prison is the largest mental health provider in the state of Ohio. And sometimes it offers a better resolution to selections of incarceration. It's the court's goal, though, to do everything possible to avoid prison for several reasons, one of which I think Mr. McIntosh is aware of. It can be a rough go. But there's also a requirement that I look at the cost to the community and the taxpayers. I find that at this point, Mr. McIntosh is not amenable to community control, and prison is necessary to fulfill the purposes and principles of sentencing, including punishment, deterrence, and protection of the public, which I have a very strong concern about. Probation would not adequately punish in this case and would seriously demean what happened in this case, which is very important. So as you progress through your treatment, at some point you have to understand and it's hard to say this because I know you may not be in a mindset at the time, but you can't keep treating people the way you treat people. The goal here is to help you. And I want you to know that I'm going to review this over sometime in the next 9 months. And one of the things I'm looking for in this case is to see if you can follow rules. If 9 to 10 months later, I look at this and you can't, it's clear you can't follow rules, then you're going to remain where I know you won't be out harming people in society. If I think you can and you've shown your willingness to get treatment and to stay out of trouble, which sometimes means feeling you're in an unfair situation, then I'm going to be of the opinion probably that probation is an option. So in a sense, you're going to have to earn it based on your actions in the past. And I wanted to make sure the record's clear. I understand when you're dealing with schizophrenia how difficult it can be. But to respond to Mr. Moss's, I guess, question or concern, schizophrenia is treatable. And I've dealt with people, I've been to trainings where people, you would never believe they had schizophrenia. You would never believe they did the things they did. When you hear and see how they are when they've found that right mix of medication. And that's the challenge with schizophrenia. There are a lot of medications out there, and it takes a while for them to find either the right one or a balance. So that's the best explanation I can give, and I appreciate you listening, paying attention, and from the nod of your hand, at least understanding what's happening here and why. On case 24CR41809, harassment with a bodily substance, the sentence is 6 months, waive the fine. On count 2, aggravated menacing, the sentence is 6 months to run concurrent with the 6 months on count 1. On case 25CR42518, counts 1 and count 2, making terroristic threats. The sentence is 18 months on count 1 and 18 months on count 2. Those two sentences are to run consecutive. On counts 4 and 5, the sentence is 6 months on each to run concurrent. To run concurrent because it's no effect, and to run concurrent with counts 1 and 2. On count 6, ethnic intimidation, the sentence is 60 days to run concurrent with counts 1 and 2. Count 7, criminal damaging or endangering, the sentence is 90 days. By law, I'm required to run that concurrent with counts 1 and 2. He has credit for the 180 days on the case 24CR41809. There's no more time left to serve on that case.
So are you then giving 231 days of credit on the 25 case?
Yes. I would like a sentence in the entry stating that the defendant has well-established mental health treatment and the Department of Corrections is ordered to address those treatments as early as possible. So he doesn't sit somewhere for 90 days waiting for an evaluation. Is the reasoning behind my.
So the defendant has well-established mental health diagnoses and
Is in need of treatment. That should be adequate.
Okay. And I'm sorry, one thing I did not address, there is a restitution request on the criminal damaging for $562.82.
Is that to the county?
That's to the, yes.
Okay. Any comment on that, Mr. Moss?
Your Honor, I would just ask the court to consider the inability to pay, the fact that he's going to prison, and the county. I guess that's not much of an argument, but it is a governmental entity, and
Well, it's taxpayer money, and it's always important. But the fact of the matter is, all the costs in this case are taxpayer money, and I think it would just be an unnecessary complication with this case to add restitution in the case. So I'm just gonna not order restitution. He's indigent and he's dealing with significant mental health issues. This carries post-release control, which is supervision by the adult parole authority. If you violate the terms of post-release control, the adult parole authority can send you back to prison or can keep you in prison for 9 months per violation. If you, or they can send you back. I apologize, I misspoke. I'm thinking of the Reagan Tokes. The adult parole authority can send you back after your release. If you violate the rules of supervision, they can send you back for 9 months per violation, up to a total of 1/2 your sentence. If you're convicted of a new felony during that period of supervision, the court that has the new felony case can revoke post-release control, impose whatever time remains on supervision, or add whatever time remains on supervision to the sentence in the new felony case. I'll waive cost, no fine. Is there anything I need to address I haven't addressed?
The consecutive sentence finding, I know the court put a lot of facts on the record, but I just want to make sure for the purposes of any appellate issue that the consecutive sentence finding has been made. And then I don't know if procedurally the 24 and the 25 case need to be consecutive for purposes of splitting the jail time credit.
Well, I thought by giving him credit for the amount of days that he got the credit for on the sentence is 180 days.
And that's fine. I mean, it's clear the court's intent is he's done with the 24 case. He has 36 months to serve minus 231 days on the 25 case.
Right.
Okay. I just want the record to be clear.
Well, and part of the reasoning that is that his history of criminal conduct demonstrates consecutive sentences are necessary to protect the public from future crime, and that they're not disproportionate to the seriousness of the offender's conduct and the danger posed to the public. Mr. Moss is, Mr. McIntosh, I will consider a motion for judicial release at some point in this case. And when that time comes, I'll review your prison conduct, just so you'll know. And if you were to receive judicial release, that would mean that Warren County would be supervising you and not the adult parole authority.
Okay.
I think Warren County's better situated to supervise you. But if you continue to have problems, I feel like it's wrong to release you. So we'll deal with that when the time comes. Mr. Moss, is there anything I need to address I have not addressed?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, you have a right to appeal. You have a right to appeal the sentences in both cases. If you can't afford an attorney will be appointed to represent you. If you can't, if you need any documents to follow through with your appeal, those will be provided at no cost. Do you have any questions, sir?
So what's going, am I going to prison?
I'm sorry?
Am I going to prison?
Yes, sir.
What about leaving the Warren County jail? And how long?
Well, after you go, like I said, I'll review your conduct while you're in prison. If you can behave yourself and follow the rules and take your medication, which is probably the thing I should have mentioned first, then I'll consider a judicial release that would bring you back here, and we would work with you through probation and find a place for you outside of jail altogether.
Okay.
But you gotta stop what's been happening.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right, that's all.
It's been really hard trying to get a job, so I've been doing like stuff with benefits and having to go that route.
So where are you going to school?
Southern New Hampshire University.
Okay. All right, court's going to grant the application to seal your record. Ms. Newman is going to get a copy of this email to her. I'm sure she's going to give that to you, this entry. Make sure that you hold on to it, because if you ever try to go back and get it at the clerk's office, they're not going to give you the entry because the case is going to be sealed.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, that's all. Jabez Izone?
Agent.
Agent?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. This is the case of the state of Ohio versus Agent. Did I get the last one right? Izone?
Yeah, no, it's agent.
Jabez Agent.
Jabez, oh, okay, Agent, yeah, okay. So this is case number 25 CR 43154. Present before the court is it Mr. Ms.?
Mrs.
Okay, Mrs. Asian. And represented by Ms. Long, we have Mr. Review from the prosecutor's office. We are here today for pretrial, but it's my understanding that Mrs. Asian is going to be entering a plea of guilty to one count of failure to comply with the order of signal of a police officer, and we're going to set this for sentencing. Is that accurately stated?
That's correct, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Asian, how old are you?
21.
How far did you go in school?
I graduated high school.
Are you able to read and write English?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No.
Are you taking any medications?
Yes.
What are you taking?
Spiralaxone and estrogen and depression pills.
Are you taking anything that would interfere with your ability to understand what we're doing here today?
No.
Are you a United States citizen?
Yes.
Are We've had some discussions about your case. If you enter a plea of guilty to this charge, I'm not going to sentence you today because I don't know enough about you and I don't know enough about this case yet. I'm going to set this for sentencing in about 8 weeks. We're going to do a level 2 pre-sentence investigation. This seems like the kind of case where I'm going to put you into my community control program, maybe with some local jail. Other than that, has anybody made any threats, promises, or representations to get you to plead guilty to this against your will?
No.
I have a document entitled Change of Plea and Entry. It looks like on the second page is a signature above the line defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes.
Did you review this with Mr. Long before you signed it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the representation that you've received in the case?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're going to enter a plea of guilty to one count of failure to comply with the order of signal of a police officer. It's a 4th-degree felony, it's punishable by up to 18 months in prison and a $5,000 fine. It also carries with it a license suspension of anywhere from 3 years to life. If you violate the terms of your supervision and I have to send you to prison, the maximum penalty also includes an optional period of post-release control of up to 2 years. Before we go any further, I want to make sure that you understand your rights. You're presumed to be innocent in this case. That means that you can't be sentenced or punished until you either plead guilty or the state of Ohio proves that you're guilty. If they can, they have to do that unanimously to a jury or to a judge beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial. You would have the right to confront all the witnesses against you at the trial, compel witnesses to testify on your own behalf, and you have the right to remain silent. If you enter a plea of guilty to this charge, you're going to waive all of those rights. You're going to admit that you did it. We're going to get on to the matter of the sentence. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. View, what are the facts?
Your Honor, if the case were to proceed to trial, the state would produce evidence beyond a reasonable doubt that on November the 2nd of 2025 on I-75 northbound, a public roadway located in the city of Mason, Warren County, state of Ohio, defendant was speeding at 112 miles per hour in a 65-mile-an-hour zone. Warren County Sheriff's deputy activated their overhead lights and sirens and attempted to stop the defendant, fled, and attempted to elude the officer. Upon finally bringing the car to a stop, the defendant admitted to fleeing in order to avoid a traffic ticket.
Anything on those facts, Ms. Lowe?
Nothing on the facts, Your Honor.
Mrs. Ajon, did you hear those facts?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you admit that they are true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand the rights you're giving up by entering a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
You seem hesitant. What's going on?
This is my first time ever getting into like anything, so I'm like not very familiar with any type of laws like that goes on with me today.
Okay.
And as far as like me in the whole driving situation, I was with the wrong crowd of people that night.
Just asking about the proceeding as far as the plea today goes. We're going to want to get the facts right now.
Okay.
But do you understand what's going on here today? Do you understand what you're doing here today as far as the plea goes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sometimes it's difficult to understand, Ms. Ajon. We take a case like this, we take it in different bites. So we've had the pretrial bite, we've had the discovery bite, we've had the arraignment bite. Today we're here only to determine whether or not you want to enter a plea of guilty to this charge. I know that you probably want to tell me things that are at the next stage of this proceeding, which is what I'm going to sentence you to. But as far as today goes, I want to make sure that you understand the rights that you're giving up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that nobody is pressuring you to do something that you don't want to do. Now, it may be that you don't want to plead guilty to this, but you don't have any other choice. That's sort of a different sort of thing. You know, sometimes people have to select against or among the unpleasant options. I get that's something to do. And I want to make sure that you understand all of the consequences. Sounds like we're okay on all of that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your plea?
Guilty.
Based upon the plea of guilty, I'm going to find you guilty. I think that you've made a knowing, voluntary, and intelligent choice here today, only after you had been fully advised of your constitutional rights, which you waived and rejected here in open court. I'm not going to go into the matter of the sentence today. I'm going to order a level 2 pre-sentence investigation. You need to go back down to pretrial services, fill out the paperwork for the PSI. We'll see everybody back here in about 8 weeks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to set Ms. Stevens' case for
425.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I have, Jerry Thomas Reyes here? Where'd he go? Oh, he didn't show up. Responsible is charged by default. It was scheduled for 9:15.
We gotta recall this one, she's sitting right there.
Yeah, come on up here, man. Doris Jean Oaks Gombos, 260-150-403. All right, you're gonna plead responsible to this, to impeding, right?
Correct.
Your name?
Doris Jean Gambos.
All right, you're gonna be careful though, right?
I will.
All right, to the charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm gonna accept the plea 195, dismiss the original charge. You're all set.
Thank you.
Have a good day. All right, are we ready on this? Brackman, Eric Allen Brackman, 216-705-054, FY.
Yeah, we are, Mr. Zuckerberg, we have my time.
Mr. Brackman, your name?
Eric Franklin,
Detective, your name?
Detective Corporal Sean Pontiac, Trent Police Department.
All right, so let me just get my bearings here. This is a felony. All right, so I have intimidating or threatening to kill or injure a witness, 15-year felony, aggravated stalking, 5-year felony, stalking, a 1-year misdemeanor, malicious use of a telecommunications device or a telecommunication service, 6 months. We haven't even done was the signing on record done?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who was it done in front of?
Judge Hessen.
I got a little issue here. Hang on. I don't think I got to double check this. I don't believe she signed the complaint. It doesn't look like she did sign the complaint or the warrant. Wait a minute, maybe it's back here.
It would have been last Friday, Your Honor.
Yeah, I can see that. That was the date on everything, but Heather, can you have somebody come down and get this file? I don't see where Judge Hessen signed the complaint or the warrant.
Okay,
So I can't really proceed until that's done. Can you have somebody come down and grab the file and take it over to Judge Hessen, please?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. So just have a seat and I'll be right with you, okay? Mr. Shemke, I'm sorry. This will take a minute. William Lawson Sowards. 24551.
Don't, so, you come this way. You go south, not fair. There's the portal.
Your name, sir?
William Sawyer.
All right, you want an informal?
Yeah.
How you doing? I remember you.
It's
What's that?
been a long time.
It sure has.
Should I explain what took place?
No, I'm gonna have to give you a court date for the officer to come back.
Oh. I'd like both officers if they could, because I never had a chance to talk to the one that made the decision.
Well, whoever issued the citation is going to be here.
I can't hear very much.
Whoever issued the citation is going to be here.
I reported the accident, an officer came out, and then he had another officer come out.
Well,
And I never had a chance to talk to him. he asked me to wait in the car. He talked to the other guy and then, he left and he said the other officer decided that I should get the ticket. And,
Well, that's fine, but I'm not gonna force the second officer to appear here. If you, okay, so we'll set an informal hearing date and you can show up then. What is it, Heather?
That'll be March 31st at 9:30.
So March 31st at 9:30. We'll give you a notice down the hall, okay? Thank you. Two. All right, what have I got now? Wendell Lee Maddox III. 26F245741 A and B, and your name, sir. I also have C. All right. So what's he got you doing on these? You're gonna plead on the impeding, and they're gonna dismiss the speeding, and are you gonna plead to the no proof and expired plate?
They have said nothing to me about anything, Your Honor.
Come here. So he's got impeding. Provided valid proof of insurance plate not renewed. He just needs to write down what he's having me do on all three of these.
Okay.
I can't understand it. Have a seat with, 1 second, okay? Jakari Jones. 26784109. I see. Your name?
Jones.
How you doing, Mr. Jones? You sure about a lawyer? You got him to dismiss this, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. You said you didn't own the car, you were test driving it, and it was for defective equipment, so they're gonna go ahead and dismiss. Case dismissed. You're all set.
Thank you.
Have a great day. James Calvin Poe Jr., 26F245743. Your name?
James Calvin Poe Jr.
How you doing, Mr. Poe?
Doing well, and yourself?
Not too bad. What are we doing on yours? You're gonna plead to impeding?
Yes, responsible.
To that charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, sir.
All right, I'm gonna accept the plea. I'm gonna dismiss the speeding. Let me just see take a peek at your traffic record here. Clean record, 150 is your total. Yes, you're in the hall, you're right, you're all set. Good luck. You too. All right. Aaron Kent.
Yes, sir.
2678416662. Your name?
Aaron Kent.
All right, you're gonna plead, this is the commercial vehicle charge. You're gonna plead to impeding traffic, true?
That's correct.
Responsible or not responsible to that?
Responsible.
Where in the world are you at?
I'm in Ohio.
Are you working?
I am.
Doing what?
Unloading a semi-trailer.
It looks cold out there.
It is.
To the charge of impeding traffic, where you plead responsible, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
I'll accept the plea, dismiss the speed 180. You can go online and pay that today?
Am I able to get a extension on the payment?
How long?
Can I get a month?
You're asking for a lot. You're working full time?
I am. I get paid bi-weekly, and they just upped my child support, so I'm trying to get my
April 17th. April 17th, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
But make sure you pay by then, okay? Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Timothy Jamie Whittle, 25B14888. I'm sorry, 25B148379. A. Your name? Don Whittle. I have a violation probate. multiple counts. Count one alleges you failed to attend the court work program on January 24. Count two, that you failed to attend the court work program on January 31. Count three, you failed to attend the court work program on February 14 of 26. Do you understand all those charges?
Yes, sir.
Count four, that you failed to clear all your warrants as ordered by February the 20th, 26. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
And finally, count five, that you failed to provide verification of attending and enrolling in outpatient treatment by February the 11th. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty of all five of these, that would be 5 technical violations. Your probation could be revoked, your 7411 status revoked, conviction entered, and you'd be subject to a 93-day jail term. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to an attorney. I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense if you would like one. Would you like a lawyer? Okay, I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. I'm setting this for a revocation hearing that we're going to do right now. You're going to talk to the lawyer and then you will come back in here and we will handle this. Any questions?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go out in the hallway. He'll set you up and we'll see you back in here in a few minutes as soon as you talk to the lawyer. Thank you.
Turns out there, I think that's good.
Yeah, do I have that? Did they sign the warrant yet?
Oh, no, never mind. They didn't bring it back.
It's on its way back down now, Judge.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I missed anything. Just give me 1 second. As soon as she gets that down here, I'll take it. Makunovich. Derek Allen Makunovich, 24T642916. Your name?
Derek Allen Makunovich.
All right. Same thing with you. I have a violation of probation. It's alleged you failed to complete your anger management program with 8-week follow-up. That's count one. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Count two, you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered. Do you understand the charge?
No, this should be made up.
Well, they said, as of the date of the show cause, you had not paid your fines and costs as ordered.
Yeah,
Listen to what I'm telling you. As of the date of the show cause, you have not paid your fines and costs. That's the charge. Even if you paid it since then, that still doesn't negate the fact that you didn't pay them allegedly, according to probation, on or before the due date. Do you understand the charge?
Yes,
All right. If you plead guilty, or if you're found guilty, you could be incarcerated for, let me see, you had prior violations, it appears. You've had 10 prior technical violations. Your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes, sir.
You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all the rights. We will not have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to give you one. Would you like a lawyer? Yep. I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea for you. I'm going to set you up with a lawyer. And either way, you'll come back in front of me as soon as you're done out there, okay?
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right. Do we have Mr. Shemke coming back in?
Wait a minute.
He's not in with Judge Hudson.
I just don't know. Sure, we're good.
Not easy. Wendell Lee Maddox the third. 26 F245741 A, B, and C. Okay, so officer, all I'm asking you to do is, I don't know what you're telling me to do with the other two. You wrote up impeding and you have this.
I just gave you a sheet. So charge. I don't know.
Well, I mean, is he gonna plead to these other two?
Well, I'm willing to give the impeding on
Right, so I would just say,
and
that if I would fill out one sheet, plead to impeding, dismiss, speed, plead to expired plate and no insurance. Is that what he's doing?
I'm gonna dismiss the insurance because he provides a valid insurance, but the plate is still not renewed, so.
Okay, so you, all right. So you want me to dismiss the no insurance? Yeah, see, I just need you to write these down.
Okay.
We're dismissing the insurance, he's pleading to impeding, I'm dismissing the speed, and then he's pleading to expired plate, right? Is that what you want to do?
Sure.
All right, yeah. To the charge expired plate, responsible or not responsible? To the charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, Your Honor.
All right, accept those pleas. I'm going to dismiss the no insurance. Accept the plea to expired plate, accept the plea to impeding, dismiss the speed, dismiss the no insurance. That's what you wanted, right?
Yes.
Okay, good enough. Thanks. All right, let me see what your record is like. All right, let me see here. How bad's your record? How bad's your record?
I don't think it's that, Ryan. One thing he said something about it was accident in 2020.
Yeah. All right, good enough. On the expired plate, 135. On the impeding, 160.
Right.
295, you can go down the hall and pay that, and you're all set. Good luck.
Your Honor, could I pay half that this week and half next week?
Can you pay the 160 on the impeding today?
Yeah, I can pay that.
You pay that one now, and I'll give you until April the 6th to pay on the expired plate.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay?
Have a good one.
You too, thank you. Where is Mr. Shanky?
Still to get back to the point where we can follow their cities.
Edward Guest. Edward Joseph Guest, 26W841457. Defendant failed to appear. Fault judgment is entered. I'm going to be agitated if he's not in front of Judge Hess. I'm not going to keep these guys waiting any longer. Samuel Lee Hill, 25W727451. You in front of Judge Hessen? Then tell him to get his tail in here.
Hi, Your Honor.
It's ridiculous. Your name?
Samuel Lee Hill.
You charged with failure to attend and complete the 1 day on the court work program, failed to attend and complete the domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up, and failure to pay fines and costs as ordered, and failure to refrain from violating a law. Some trespass, prostitution charge. Those are the 4 charges. If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty of any one of those, your 7694A status could be revoked. The conviction could enter, and you'd be subject to a 93-day jail term. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. There will be no hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor. I do have something to say.
Wait a minute, slow down, just slow down. You understand all 4 charges, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to give you one at public expense. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you like a lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm ringing that guilty plea for you. And then you can explain everything to the lawyer, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? So you go out in the home, you explain everything to them, and then we'll go from there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Shemke, where were you?
I had a walk-in arraignment for Judge Heston.
Okay.
Interview.
Good enough. Eric Allen Bracken, 260-705-054. Everybody's name here, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
That's a Corporal Sean.
Mr. Brackman, your name?
Eric Brackman.
Detective Shapaniak, your name?
Detective Corporal Sean Chapaniak, Trump Police Department.
All right, so we have those charges that I enunciated. Judge Heston signed the complaint and warrant now for purposes of arraignment.
Wait for more reading my client's stance view.
Okay, I'm going to advise you of your rights, sir. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You got to go a lot louder than that. I can't pick up nods of the head.
Yes.
Well, that was loud. All right. You have the right to be represented by your lawyer today and at all subsequent court proceedings. Also, if you ever choose to submit the question with law enforcement officials, you do have the right to be represented by your lawyer at that questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I'm not boring you, am I?
No.
Okay. You have the right to a probable cause conference within 14 days. You have the right to a preliminary exam within 7 days thereafter. At the probable cause conference, your lawyer will discuss this case with the prosecutor. At the preliminary exam, the people have to show as to each count that crime was committed and that you were the one who probably committed the crime. If they prove that, you'll be bound over for further proceedings to the Wayne County Circuit Court. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, probable cause conference will be March 31. March 31 at 9:15. You'll be in front of Judge Hess. Preliminary exam will be April the 7th at 11 a.m. You'll be in front of Judge Hess. Now, I want to hear a little bit. I don't know what happened here at all. I didn't do the signing on record. Detective, can you just tell me a little bit about what happened?
The gist of it, this was Sergeant Driscoll's case. Essentially, it's an ex girlfriend of the defendant here. There was some ongoing comments made to and from about that person, according to what she provided with us, as far as her new boyfriend, his work, emails, text messages, things of that nature. Threatening in nature.
Yeah, but it looks like he was threatening a witness.
The witness would have been the new boyfriend.
And
the
what kind of
previous
threats
case.
were lodged against the new boyfriend?
And he has a current case out of Huron Township for an assault and strangulation case. I believe it was in reference to that particular case out of Huron Township.
Wait, so you mean Mr. Brackman is threatening the new boyfriend from testifying against him in Huron?
Of the victim, that's what I understand.
All right.
Your Honor, in this circumstance, my client's 51 years old. Their serious concern is right now he is homeless. I don't have an address to provide to the court. I'd ask that whatever sort of bond is set puts her in a position he can at least start accruing credit for time.
So he doesn't live, you don't live on Carlisle Road in New Boston?
No.
Does he work?
Not right now, Judge. He was gainfully employed last back in 2024, but due to some unfortunate circumstance, he is not secured employment.
He's got multiple warrants. He's been printed, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
75,000, 10%. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as director. You're not to have any contact with either Renee Fulmar or Scott Lamb. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email, communicate with them, or have anybody else do any of those things for you or on your behalf. Don't contact with prosecution witnesses. You're not to enter or go near 2059 King Road in the city of Trenton. You're not to purchase. Was there alcohol involved in this, detective?
Your Honor, I'm not sure if there was any alcohol involved in this case.
I'm not going to order no alcohol if we can't verify that there was, or drugs. No firearms, no dangerous weapons. You do have to obtain a tether. You're not to be within 2 miles of the victims, their residence or place of employment, and you're not to be released until fitted with a GPS tether. 7,500 you'll have to post, and they'll have to fix you with the GPS tether. Okay? We'll see you on the We'll see you on the 31st. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Deshaun Rice. Deshaun Anthony Rice Jr. 23B144872B and C. Who's Kim? Your name?
Deshaun Rice.
Who's Kim Marshall? She didn't let you apply the bond? Yes? You've been playing with us for quite a while here. I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
I wouldn't say to you, really.
Well, what do you do?
It got hard to pay on the tickets because I got kids.
You work?
Yeah.
Where do you work?
Home Depot.
How much do you make at Home Depot?
Huh?
How much do you make at Home Depot?
I made 400 every 2 weeks.
How much?
400 every 2 weeks.
$490?
$400
Net? How many hours you working?
20. I work part time.
Why aren't you working more?
That's the only job I can find at the moment.
I mean, how long have you been working there?
Like 4 months now.
I'm not surprised. I mean, how many kids you have?
2.
How can you support, you have a wife?
Do I have a wife?
Yeah.
No.
But you have 2 kids and you're trying to support them and you're only working 20 hours a week. I mean, what?
That's the best I can do is better than 0 hours. That's the way I was looking at it.
Well, go find another job, right?
Yeah.
You graduated high school, right?
Yeah.
You're a smart guy. I can tell by talking to you.
Yes. I'm trying to go back to college right now. Actually.
Well, good, but you're going to need money to go to college. I'd go find myself another job working 40 hours, 40 plus 20, 60. Then you're going to be okay.
Yeah,
Good luck. We'll apply the bonds. Go down there and apply the bonds. Stop playing with courts like this. Nobody thinks it's funny. I sure don't.
Thank you.
Samuel Lee Hill. Did you talk to a lawyer yet?
He doesn't want to know.
You don't want to talk to a lawyer?
Sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Recalling Samuel Lee Hill, 25W727451. Your name?
Samuel Lee Hill.
You now want to waive your right to a lawyer.
I want to say one thing, sir.
You can't say anything until we cover the lawyer aspect. You want to, listen to me. You told me before you want a lawyer. Now you told my court officer you don't want a lawyer. Do you want a lawyer?
No, Your
Do you waive your right to a lawyer?
I want to plead guilty.
I didn't ask you that. Do you waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you understand now, if you plead guilty, I just want to make sure you got one technical violation and you're charged with 3 technical violations and a non-technical violation, which is set forth in count 4.
Yes, sir.
That's transporting a female for prostitution purposes. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, is that case still pending?
Can
I don't know. No, don't read anything. I'm trying to make sure you don't incriminate yourself. Is that case still going on?
Yes, sir.
It's a probable cause conference you just had 10 days ago, right?
Yes, sir.
So look, I'm going to cover the first 3 counts with you then.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to ask you you understand again all your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand if you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not gonna have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. To count one that you failed to complete one day on the court work program, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Did you fail to attend one day on the court work program? Did you fail to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the count two that you failed to attend and complete the domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up? How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Did you fail to attend that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Count three that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered. How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
So you failed to attend the court work program, right?
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
didn't pay your fines and costs as you were ordered to, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you didn't attend the domestic violence program, right?
I attended, but since of the case, it was revoked, Your Honor. But yes, Your Honor, guilty.
All right. Anybody force you to plead guilty?
Can I?
No.
I'm sorry. No.
I know you want to read something. I'm going to let you read whatever you want.
Yes, Your Honor.
I just want to make sure, has anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I don't think I'm going to ask you how you plead on the non-technical case, because you still got that case pending. And I don't need to hear you incriminate yourself. I mean, that's not appropriate for me to be asking you. So I'm just going to enter a not guilty plea as to the technical violation, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you call Jessica? All right, now, what would you like to tell me?
Hi, Your Honor. I am guilty of the probation violation. I am doing my best and would like to ask if you could extend the probation based on the following. I have an attorney for my Oakland County case. My attorney is Neil Brand. My case in Oakland County is being defended as a misunderstanding. I was charged with transporting.
I don't want you to talk about that case at all. I'm not asking you how you plead. I want you to not talk about that one at all. You shouldn't talk about it, okay?
Yes.
I'll listen to whatever else you have to say, but don't talk about the charge in Oakland County. Okay, go ahead.
I have been working very hard to control my addiction, and for me, it is one day at a time. I am working a good job and have been emotionally relying on family for emotional support. And my attorney, Neil Brand, is handling the entire Oakland County case. I ask you, Your Honor, sincerely for just one more chance. It is a day-to-day struggle, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your name?
Put on there.
Okay. He pled to counts 1 through 3.
I figured I included the last one due to the fact that he is scheduled for a prosecutor review next month, and I didn't want us to lose that due to that fact that he's up for prosecutor review very soon.
Why hasn't he been doing this? Do you know?
So he was attending the classes he was supposed to for a while. He's just missing the follow-ups. He was in rehab at one point. I do have proof of that. The most recent one that he missed, I do believe he was under arrest at that time or around that time, so that could have been the reason for the miss on the most recent one. He has attended a few of the classes, but he's not completed with all of the follow-ups. He's completed 3 days on the court work program. It's just the final day that he was ordered at his last violation to complete that he hasn't finished.
How many classes did he attend, the domestic violence program? How many weeks?
She didn't give me an exact on how many dates he completed, so I don't have that.
How many times did you go?
I went, I believe it was 2 or 3 times, Your Honor.
Well, you're supposed to do, you were supposed to do the program with 12-week follow-up. You're not even close.
I know, Your Honor.
What's going on? I took this under 7694A, and you had the chance to keep this off your record. And I sentenced you back on February the 4th of 25.
The whole month of January, I was in rehab, Your Honor.
What kind of addiction?
Cocaine, Your Honor.
We have proof of that?
I have proof that he was in rehab during the month of January.
Where do you work?
I just got a new job at Amazon here. And I should be starting Sunday and Monday are my training days. And I've been doing my best to get as much money as possible by door dashing every single day.
He only owes 1 day on the court work program? All right, Heather, I'm gonna need a new review hearing date in, the end of July. I'm going to go ahead and extend your probation for a period of 6 months until August the 4th. You're gonna pay additional costs of 75, additional probation supervision fees of 120. You're to serve an additional day on the court work program and pay 35 for that. You're to complete the domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up. Probation to set up terms and conditions of, set up payment terms. So you can meet with Ms. O'Donnell and you guys can set up the payment terms.
Thank you so much for your honor.
You gotta take advantage of it. You're lucky. You're lucky. I don't know if I should be doing this, but you're not gonna like me if you don't follow up on this. Give me the review hearing date if you would, Heather, for end of July
July 28th.
at 8:30 in the morning.
Yes, your honor. Thank you so much.
You'll meet with her. They'll set you up on the court work, other day of the court work and set up terms. Last chance. Gabrielle Christine Popovsky, 25W8388188. Yes. Name?
Gabrielle Popowski.
All right. Ms. Popovsky. You're back.
Back.
Why? Failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive on a shoulder link on February 21, showing that you consumed alcohol. That is the charge. If you plead guilty or if you are found guilty, that would be a technical violation. And then they just got dates, times that you failed to submit to retest. February 21 at 11:51, February 22, 26 at 12:21 a.m., 12:51. 121, 151, and 2:21 a.m. So that's all part of count one. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, you have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. Would you like one?
Yes.
I'll enter a not guilty plea for you. I'm going to give you a lawyer. And you'll come back in front of me momentarily as soon as you talk to the lawyer. Any questions? All right, good enough. You can go talk to the lawyer. Logan Scott Davis. 25W839-209A. I'm going to meet Jessica on this one. All right, good morning.
Good morning, I'm here with Inspector Golden Bits.
Why don't you give me, that informal officer holds from the past, please. How's he going to proceed on this? I arraigned him. He's got 4 different counts. Wait a minute, let me double check something. Yeah, 4 different counts.
Plead guilty, Your
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty here, your probation could be revoked. You have no technical violations, but this would be 4. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, as to count 1. Count 1 that you failed to pay fines and costs is ordered. How do you plead? Count 2 that you failed to provide proof of completing 24 hours community service. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Count three, that you failed to provide proof attending AA twice a week. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Is the count four, that you failed to provide proof of attending and completing outpatient treatment? How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Did you fail to pay your fines and costs as ordered?
Yes.
Did you fail to provide proof of completing 24 hours of community service?
Yes.
Did you fail to provide proof of attending AA 2 times a week?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you fail to provide proof of attending and completing outpatient treatment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Anybody promise you anything to induce you to plead guilty?
Oh, yeah.
Please or accept all four counts. Wow. He gets, somehow his lawyer got him reckless driving on this. And now he's coming in here and he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's in trouble. What's the issue? Has he been?
Judge, regarding this getting pled down to a reckless, my understanding, this is a plain all age.
I don't care.
I think that with this retained attorney, he started out, I think it was way back in July. And up until the time of the pay, I think he was going to have something like 4 times a week, so he's been honest back then. He had 2, well, maybe 3 issues going on, but he lives in Weston between Jackson and Madison. In a rural area, his car broke down and he lost his license and employment. And in the middle of all that, when his grandfather got very sick and was helping him out during that time. Right now, he's working in Monroe. Does bird abatement. It's a good job. It's good money.
Those what?
Bird abatement.
Okay. Right.
Auto pets, things like that. And he's got his license again. He's going to be able to go from either Monroe or where that's the to treatment and Lansing. He could have set that off. So if he had more time, I think he'd be able to get everything done he's required to do.
Did I ask you your name on this?
Judge Oda.
What do you have to add?
He's shown up for testing. Testing's all negative. I've never had any issues with that. It shows up for appointments. We talked about, I gave him additional time in the community service. I gave him until the end of February to get it done. Still haven't turned it in, so I issued the violation. I do think a lot of it is his schedule. He wasn't working at first for a little while, so he was having trouble with money and things like that. I'm hoping now that he's back working and things like that, we can get him back on track.
You better get going.
Yes, sir.
I'm adjourning the sentencing. I'm going to trust that you're going to have your community service done, that you're going to be going to AA again, and that you're going to immediately get in outpatient treatment. Do we understand one another?
Yes, Your Honor.
Give me a date, if you would, Heather, about a month out, please.
Okay, Judge, we can do about April 14th at
Perfect.
8:30.
At 8:30. So I'm just telling you, I'm making a note to complete community service, be in treatment, attend AA again. I don't know why you would have thought that you don't have to go to AA. Has he gone to AA at all since I sentenced him?
I don't have any proof of it.
You're so close to going to jail. You just keep on this. If you don't, I'm telling you, if you don't do this, by the time you come back, if I don't have all these things done, we're going to AA at least twice a week. You're getting into treat and you're completing your community service. Bring your toothbrush with you. Are you with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I have a question. So I thought the treatment was.
AA twice a week until in treat. Until in treat. Problem is you didn't get in treat. Therefore, you were still to go to AA. You didn't get in treatment. You didn't go to AA. You didn't do your community service. You're pushing me. Stop it. I'll see you back here in a month. Thank you. Grayson. Drew Deshaun Grayson. 25G719-663. Is this one?
Drew Grayson. Was wild about.
Okay, can we call him Dove?
We're here for sentencing commission.
Yeah.
Please back.
Yeah, I'm reading my notes. Sentencing date. What's it say? Defendant to complete domestic violence program. And then clear all warrants. It looks like.
So
your name?
Drew Grayson.
So has he done all that?
Bill Judge, at the time, part of the problem was he was homeless, so Ms. Wiles didn't have a way to connect with him. He's enrolled in the domestic violence program. He starts Thursday. I pay $100 to pay. Clear the warrant and Royal Oak. I'm just gonna go to the warrant, put it out there next week. So we're just asking him to get over on probation.
He's homeless?
No, he was homeless.
For how long?
For the first couple of months after I got out of jail, I haven't.
Well, you got out of jail back in November.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, back in September.
I have an address, which is my.
I want to slow down.
Okay, sir.
Your lawyer just told me that you were homeless, I think, when you were here in February. Did I misunderstand, or is that not accurate?
Yes, sir. In terms of.
No, I just want you to answer my question. Is that true or false? Were you homeless when you came in here in February?
I said homeless, so he was staying with friends.
Okay,
But he didn't have a mail.
okay.
Yes, sir.
And that was in February.
Yes, sir.
Why did, Ms. Wild's your name?
Right.
Why did it take them so long to get into the domestic violence program? You say starting Thursday. I thought I told them to do that right then. It's February 30 was in here. Why did it take you so long?
Money.
How much is that program again, Ms. Wilds?
That program's $100 for the intake. Mr. Grayson would have only needed $100 to enroll in that program. The follow-up, which is 8 weeks, is $20 per session, but to get enrolled, it would have only been the 100.
Where's he working now?
He works at 5 in Northville, by St. John's Complex.
5?
It's a restaurant, it's an upscale restaurant in the golf complex.
Look like you're well dressed for a guy who doesn't have any money. You look nice coat, nice shirt.
That's part of the problem with money. He's been going through a divorce. He's living with his grandmother and then he couldn't live with her anymore, so it's
Does he have any more warrants outstanding? I'm asking you.
Yes, sir. I have one else in mind that's going to be close to $1,000. I have one and one that I've been.
I thought I told you to clear all your warrants. Didn't I tell you to clear all your warrants before you came here today?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're not taking me seriously at all.
I cleared Royal Oak, Your Honor. I cleared Royal Oak.
Well, I didn't say clear Royal Oak. I said clear all of them, didn't I?
Yes, Your Honor, but money has been tight. I had a car. My car got repossessed. I was driving 5 girls to school every single day till my car got repossessed. And then since then I've been catching Ubers to work just so I can live, Your Honor. I paid the $100 today. I'm going to continue to pay my fines and costs. My class starts Thursday. Your Honor, I'm making strides. I'm not trying to.
Ms. Wilds, what do you think here?
Yeah, Sean, I spoke with Mr. Grayson after the last hearing. We did go over the warrants, looked up any information that we were able to look up. I know that when I met with him originally, there were a lot of these same issues. I think the big issue at hand right off was that I couldn't communicate with him in a proper manner because I didn't have all the contact information. Once we did send that show cause to the Detroit address, it seemed like maybe it prompted him to finally appear. So I'm kind of at a loss that if financially can't move forward with anything, I'm not sure how he's going to be able to comply because he's going to have to come up with that follow-up money right after.
What do you do at 5?
I'm a dishwasher, Your Honor. So
you graduated, right?
Yes, sir. Central Michigan.
You got a college degree and you're working as a dishwasher? I went to Central Michigan.
I was the general manager last year around this time before everything happened. I lost that job and I started working as a cook. And I worked. I picked up shifts off of that, and they decided to hire me as a dishwasher. And I mean, a lot of this stuff has just been happening. At one time, I was waiting on my tax return to come back. Now I can pay off my financial calls, take care of everything else. But the warrants I have to go in is a lot of money at the $750 at Wyandotte and $1,000 in Centerline.
Listen,
yes, sir.
I don't care. The Centerline, you've had a warrant since I think I read 19. Yeah, June of 19. 6 years. 7 years. I'm adjourning the sentence in 5 weeks. You better complete all this. I'm telling you. Give me a date in latter part of April, please, Heather.
We could do April 28th.
Perfect. 8:30 in the morning. I'm telling you, I'm not going to be very patient with you. You don't have this done, you're going to jail. I want all you to surrender all the warrants. This doesn't mean you can do it when you feel like it or when you have the money. You put yourself in a bad spot. There's no way a guy who graduated college should be working as a dishwasher. I don't know why you are. You can only answer that, but that's neither here nor there. I expect you to pay your fines. I expect you to surrender on the warrants, and I expect you to complete that program, and I'm not going to hear any more of this. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Go down the hall and get your notice. You got to stop this. This is crazy. Go find a better job before it's too late. Jaden Lucas Toma, 260-647-559, A and B. So this was an informal. You're not on this one. Okay, so your name?
Jaden Lucas Toma.
So you met with the department rep and you're going to do this. You're going to plead the 5 over and then they're going to go ahead and dismiss the no insurance, right?
Correct, yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
All right, to the charge 1 to 5 over, which by the way is 1 point. To that charge, responsible, not responsible?
Responsible.
All right. I'll accept your plea to 1 to 5 over. Fines costs here are $140. $140. The no insurance is dismissed. You can go down the hall and take care of that.
Thank you.
Okay?
Sounds great. I can take care of it today.
Yeah, you weren't in front of me before a lot, were you?
Like a couple weeks ago.
Well, I know, but that's.
Oh, years ago. I was 18. You know,
Where were you living?
Trent.
On Grange?
Westview.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. I wish you well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Patrick Will, 26T647-862. All right, sir, your name.
Patrick Will.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
You gonna plead to impeding?
Yes.
To that charge, responsible and not responsible?
Responsible.
Yeah, did I talk to you about this?
No.
Was your dad Roger?
Yes. My grandmother.
Yeah, your grandfather, and your grandmother was,
Irene.
Irene. Yeah, I liked them. They were nice people.
They liked it.
Yeah, I really did. They were very nice people, and your dad died shortly before your
Grandfather.
died shortly before your grandma, like within a year, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's too bad. I really liked them. All right, 150, you're all set. Cash, you're into the hall to your right. Good luck.
Thanks.
Give your family my best. Lewis Rowe, 260-647-748. Nobody's in the lobby here. It says default judgment is entered. People against Quentin Miller, 26 T647520. All right, how you doing? Your name?
Quentin Miller.
So you met with these guys and you're going to plead to defective equipment. Let me just double check something here. Yeah, you're going to plead as charged to defective equipment. They're going to dismiss the other charge, right?
Correct.
So the charge defective equipment, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right, good enough. Please accepted 120. The other charge, file A is dismissed. You can go down and take care of that and you're all set. That's the
Last question.
Yeah.
Is that a point ticket?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, have a good day. Deborah Lee Bolin, 26F245663. Where's Officer Goldsmith's case?
Where's the voting here?
Do you have Officer Goldsmith's case, John?
What's this one?
Oh, that's this one?
This one.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Your name? Okay, your name? This is driving without due care and caution. Excessive speed causing an accident. You got to come and throw your gum in that garbage over there. Do you wish to, proceed to the hearing?
Yes, I disagree with what he
It's fine. Do you want to proceed to the hearing?
Yes.
Your Honor, how may I say, I'm unprepared. I was just informed 20 minutes before the hearing to be here. I was never given a subpoena. However, this was involving a car accident. I'm unsure what the location is. I'm unsure about everything.
It was
Slow down. Wait, just let him finish.
I was told while I was on the road working that I had to be here. I came right here.
Well, then let's do this. That's in fairness to you. You're entitled to notice. I don't know why they're not giving you notice. I can adjourn it a week or so and you can prepare.
If it pleases the court, I have court next door on Monday. I could Monday at 10 and there if you want to. Do you have anything earlier or not or after? It's up to you.
Yeah.
Or I can give the court the discretion if she wants to plead to impeding. That's fine.
The problem is, was somebody hurt in this?
That I am unaware of that.
Was somebody hurt in this?
Yeah, I went to the hospital.
Not you. Was somebody in the other car hurt?
No,
Was there serious damage to the other car?
he ran a stop sign.
Ma'am, I didn't ask you any of that. Just answer my questions.
I don't know, was his car injured? I know my car was, I had a rental.
Do you remember?
Can you refresh my memory? What was the location?
It was at Senegal.
Oh, okay. Seneca and Moses.
I was coming and dropping my grandson off from school.
Okay, you were.
In the south side.
All right, Your Honor, so I do recall this. There was witnesses. There was a witness on the scene that observed her driving at a high rate of speed and not stopping at the stop sign, which caused, excuse me,
I'm sorry.
which caused the accident. There was extensive damage to the other vehicle.
So I can't take impeding. And
It was crippling damage. I believe the car is probably totaled.
okay, so I'm gonna set this for another hearing next week. You gonna be able to prepare by then, next Monday?
I can be ready whenever you are, Your Honor.
Let's do it for the 23rd, Heather. And I'm gonna have it, we'll do it here at 9:45, okay?
9:45 and the 23rd, you said so?
Correct, on Monday.
I think I have a doctor's appointment on the 23rd. I have a heart doctor's appointment.
What time?
I don't have my paper here, but I know that date for sure.
Okay, can you figure out the time?
I have my paper here, but I know I go on the 23rd.
Your Honor, would the police report for the 24th? I'm also off that day.
Then let's do the 24th.
24th.
At, what time, Heather?
That's a civil day, Judge, so I'm not, for you, so.
Just make it at 9 AM. How's that? The 24th at 9 AM.
Okay.
Okay? And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. Have a good day. So they'll give you a notice down the hall for that, all right?
Sorry, I was just nervous. I didn't mean to overspeak.
You're fine. You're fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You too.